So again, a nice long cast with minimal effort. It's when you try to cast hard that you're going to get that backlash. Now you saw in that moment what I did is I dropped the jig down, and what that does is just by pulling through, again, it's just a big arc. Okay, so that just pulls it through real easy. Now in a kayak, things are a little bit different. If I was to drop this through and bring this down here, my jig catches the water, and as I go to throw it, I backlash. So I generally have to start off with my lure much closer to my rod tip. So when I'm to here, it's not actually hitting the water. Because if I go there, again, if I go and pull, that's going to pull against the reel. If my thumb slips, I can backlash before I even get started. So when you're kayaking, you generally start a little bit lower. But you can still get that good distance. Now, one thing you also want to remember when you're in a kayak is a lot of us will have, got the seagull chasing my lure. A lot of times in my kayak, I'll have extra rod holders behind me. I'll have a bait tank behind me. So if I cast this way, the chances are very good that I'm going to catch that rod behind me or catch some of the gear behind me. So you tend to do a lot more awkward type casts in a kayak. So to get forward, rather than casting my normal this way, I'll do more of a sidearm. But you can see, even with the sidearm, I still get that rotation of the reel to the bottom position. Okay, so obviously when I'm in my kayak and I see fish boiling off to my right, I can't do like I do on a boat and go like this and turn it around. So you do learn again to cast a little bit more awkwardly. So I'll maybe just do a backhand flip. Now you can see my rail is now on the top side. It's not the ideal position, but that's what you got to do when you're in a kayak because you can't turn the boat around that fast. It just takes practice, practice, practice. The more comfortable you get with one of these things, the better off you're going to be in the long run, and you're really going to appreciate the qualities of a bait caster over using that spinning reel on distance, on accuracy. I mean, I'm telling you, when we were fishing the river up in Ottawa, I could toss my jig as hard as I could, and then if I was coming towards a tree or an overhang, just put my thumb on the spool, stop it, and drop it right into the hole that I want. So you definitely get more accuracy with a bait caster than a spinning reel. I think you should give them a try. It's really the way to go if you want to pull on the big fish.
Coming up, coming up!